to the people, as opposed to, we know historically our politicians are used to talking down to the people from a podium, and there's never interactions between candidates. So we want to change that culture in Dominica by introducing this. And one of the things we are very, very happy about is the fact that the politicians involved have embraced the opportunity to meet with their constituents. So we will have a full turnout this evening in terms of the candidates who will be speaking with each other. We have the candidate from the UWP, Mr. Daniel Luge, who will be present tonight and on time. And then we have Ms. Ashma McDougall representing the Dominica Labour Party. And we have an independent candidate, Mr. Sherman Boston, who will be representing his constituents as well. So there'll be three of them. We have two moderators in the first persons of Matthias Peltier and Kewana Fountain Wilson, both journalists in the Commonwealth of Dominica, and who are prepared to do a fantastic job, I'm certain. So all we ask of the public is to please just obey our rules, and we ask to obey our rules. One of the first things is to remind you that we will not be allowing political paraphernalia in the venue. Whilst it is a politically related event, but it's not a rally, and it's not a debate either. It's going to be a discussion between the candidates and their constituents through the moderators. So it's going to be a very controlled event, and there'll be dignitaries present, and we just ask everybody to come in a good spirit to discuss. We really want to change the culture of politicking in Dominica, Matt, and I think this is an inaugural event to introduce that and moving forward, so that our electorate can make informed decisions, based on information received directly from their candidates.
So all systems is go for tonight.
All systems are in place. We've been there this morning. We're going back there in a couple of hours to make sure everything is intact. All the technical work has been put in place. The sitting is wonderful. A lot of people will come there for the first time, and you'll see we have pretty much a state-of-the-art little auditorium in Dominica that most people don't know about. So the sitting is fantastic. It's theater style, and air-conditioned, soundproof. And we're just very happy at least to have something very comfortable that our people can come to and sit in comfort and exchange in a civilized manner.
Well, tell me, because some people are still asking about tickets. I know the candidates were given 50 tickets each, and the independent was
25.
were given 25. Now there are remaining, I think, about 45 tickets. People are still asking us, so how can they pick up a ticket? Because I spoke to Mackenzie this morning, who indicated to me that persons interested might or want to pick up the ticket by the main gate.
Yes, you come. If you were not invited or given a ticket by your candidate, you can come, and but it will be a first come first serve basis, because we've only 45 to 65, less than 65 tickets balanced after the 50 is given to each candidate, and then you have the 25 for the thing. We have a limited amount of beds. It's 125, and it's a venue that holds about 190. So. And then obviously we have one or two dignitaries that we want to give the respect to, the opportunity to attend the event, and of course the media that we're not even counting in that 190. So just come on time, come early, because it's a first come first serve basis. And one of the things we emphasize is that the media I look at it as a responsibility, a civic responsibility, to carry the event live. It's free. The event is free to everyone, including the media. Carry the event live so that people who cannot come, who cannot fit into the venue, can get the opportunity to listen from home, listen from their devices, and so on. Because this is something that every Dominican should pay attention to. And I say this very strongly, and there are Dominicans right now in the diaspora who are calling me, Bob, what are the platforms? We want to listen, we want to participate. People are calling me as far as Bonnier. And I'm just really proud that people see the value in the opportunity that the Business Forum is providing, and we hope we can continue with that spirit as we go along.
Can you encourage, Bob, the media to come there early to set up?
Well, we already told them that they got to be up there before 3:30 in the afternoon, and set up, because we're not going to, anybody who comes whilst the event has already started and there's going to be movement in front of cameras and those sort of things, we cannot do that. We really want a real quality event. All we want is for people to come there and say, yes, it was good. That's all. We don't want, it's not something we're doing wrong. We're not selling anything to anyone. So just come and cooperate with us. Come on time. Come on time. There's going to be national anthem and opening prayer done by Father Karam. And, it's really going to be a standard class formal event. So, fit yourself into that and come with your questions. Come prepared. Candidates have 3 minutes to respond to your questions, but you only have 1 minute to pose your question. So use less to give other people more time. And we just hope with all that, we've done everything in our power to make it as reasonable and cozy for everybody, who really interested in making a change in our politics in Dominica.
All right, Bob, thank you very much, and congratulations to the Dominica Business Forum. I'll see you tonight at the event. Thank you.
See you tonight, Mr. Matthias.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Let me encourage you, if you have not received a ticket from your representative, there are limited tickets at the gate, the main gate. So pick up a ticket, okay? Thank you very much. Event starts bang time, 7 o'clock. It's a 7 to 9 event. Organized by the Dominica Business Forum. A public discussion among the candidates. It's tonight, 7 p.m. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Our candidate can be a moderator, no, man.
Who's the candidate?
You, the same going up for St. Joe. The talk is all over the place, man, going up for St. Joe.
I suspect it's you.
Anyway, Matt,
yes.
Let me say something. You there with me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Matt, I'm very worried. Let me commend the policeman, Kenisha, and disappear, Matt. Let me commend the police and the citizens of Dominica in the manner in which, Matt, we went all out, not me, because Matt, you know, I have toes. Matt, do you have anything that can give somebody balance when they have toes? Do you know something?
A stick. I can give you a stick.
Okay, Papa. Matt, I am worried now about the child that is missing in Portsmouth, Matt. And Matt, I spoke to one of the family members or a friend, because it seems like the mother can't talk too much. She getting emotional. When I called a couple of days back, I think it was Tuesday, Monday, I think, and then she could not talk. She said, sorry, and we are busy, then call later, and I forget. Matt, I'm worried. Matt, I am watching young children. Everybody know where the pit bull are, the poodle are. They know the gold, the clothes, the shoes, the nails. They pop on the lock and key. Matt, what is happening to Dominica? Why all little children, Matt, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, p.m., Matt, and children outside it, and the parents don't know we're close to them. Everybody's laughing. Yeah, show whom along, I feel long.
So who blessings, as you make that point, who do you place the blame on when children maybe just want to take their way? Who do you place the blame on?
It's a societal problem, Matt. It cannot be it cannot be the responsibility of the parent or parents, and most of the time single parent. So I am saying, Matt, let's say a mother went to work and her children are being left to maybe the eldest sibling, and then the other one say, well, I go, what can you do? I'm saying, where the churches to cry out on that, where the bar association, the politicians and all of them. There are two things I want to say. I'm dealing with that one first. So, Matt, in the manner in which this young girl, Kenisha, can disappear, and look, we're missing a nice young girl again, like a nice young children like Kenisha. How many more children that are going to disappear, giving it how you say it, like almost like a break, and then another 2 years, another 3 years, 5 years, another child disappear. We have a lot of foreigners in Dominica. Maybe their practices might be ritualistic killing and money rituals and all kind of things. And not for us to have our children that vulnerable or exposed to all kind of dangers, Matt. Matt, it's a troubling situation. Once upon a time, of the most foolish bus driver in St. Joseph, I hop his boss and he tell me, oh, stop holding the boy hostage, free the boy up. Matt, that was my son, you know. The man, boy, Matt, I get all nasty. But people tell me, cool out, and then they start to give him me, Matt. Me, I gonna let go my child for drugs, particularly in Dominica presently, where politicians and all kind of foreigners, all kind of people need blood. Matt, the next thing I want to say quickly, Matt, I want to comment Timal. Matt, you know a fella they call him Timal by your side of the New Tongo?
I know him, yes, I do.
I saw Timal, as usual, Matt, taking his phone, you know, Matt, and so many sophisticated phones, iPad, iPod, whatever they, I don't know about them. Matt, and videoing, some taking pictures or making videos of broken areas, dilapidated areas. I watched one last night, Matt, where the road is sinking and they put something over it, a vehicle or somebody can go down there. Matt, the hazard that is in the middle of roads. Matt, why not all them politicians that care so much and they going house to house? They think when they're uncure, they keep a press conference. Dominicans are listening. A quarter of Dominica is not hearing all you. Matt, can you imagine you organize some like a debate between young people, the younger the better, and you have first, second, and third prize. That one is like guiding light and young and the restless. You're organizing that, Matt? With that group discussing the economic situation, employment, violence, crimes, drugs. Another group maybe next week. You have those who talking about politics and the way the present crop of politicians are behaving. And, you know, many different issues, social, political, environmental issues. And then all of a sudden you're set in. The question, everything, set up things for young people to watch the phone and say, I want to see the debate today because the last week that was hot. Well, this guy's thing is laziness that's going to make them remove a formidable, I don't say an opponent. I don't use a word to describe that, Matt. By a man who refused to be removed, even when the people want to get rid of him, importing voters, bringing ballots, bring all kind of nonsense happening, and man sit down there thinking they can just talk and think they're going to remove Scary, going to allow all you to just remove him. I would not say just by the ballot, but easily. But you have to do a lot of work. Once I love my country, I don't run in and go nowhere, you know. The whole world does have with problems. I rather stay in Dominica. So much bad like a jet. That is why you hear me talking, because I seeing the Chinese and everybody else taking over Dominica, and Dominicans there, all they have to do is just give them see what to distract them. Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you very much. As it relates to this missing girl, I spoke to a source who told me sometime last evening that a gentleman may be in police custody. As it relates to the investigations of this missing girl, as to why, the reason they may have had the guy in custody. I can't tell you why, but they're questioning somebody in relation to that missing child. So I'll try again. Mr. Blackmore has been very cooperative to find out what's the latest. So please, when I spoke to the police yesterday, they did say allow them to do their work. So I'm allowing them to do their work. I'm hearing that a few police officers may have joined the search. But that's as far as I know this morning Or I found out last night that somebody was in police custody to be questioned by the police. But again, it's an open line this Wednesday afternoon. And the numbers are 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097, 616-4257. Let's get to the telephone. Are you here? Yes, ma'am. Blue, blue. Blue, blue. I suspect your line is bad. Try another telephone, okay? Well, let's take a break. We'll come back for word from our sponsors.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yet we deliver. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. At 255-6810 or 316-0164, or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
And the result for the best evaporated milk is in. Distinction evaporated milk is 100% pure milk. Distinction milk is a fantastic source of calcium, protein, and essential source of vitamin A and D and other nutrients. The great news is that Distinction milk has no added ingredients and no preservatives. Always fresh, always pure, always rich. Now available in 2 sizes. 170 grams and 410 grams. Distinction evaporated milk is perfect for the family to enjoy no matter how you choose to serve it. Distinction milk is always wholesome and always nutritious. For healthy bones and better immune system, choose Distinction evaporated milk. Distributed by Fine Foods and available island-wide.
Ooh, oh, oh. KFC. KFC. Looking for some place to go. Emails for so. KFC. Grab your family and your friends. Join in the experience. KFC. It's the place to be, made for you and me. KFC.
KFC, it's finger licking good.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Toffee snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate.
Let's go back to the telephone. Yes.
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon. How are you, Matt?
How you doing? How you doing?
As usual, Matt, I'm there. Matt, we were friends to this missing girl, right? Yesterday we had a discussion about that. No matter, I say and I give that some thought, Matt. I mean, if the law before was that the police has to wait 72 hours when a report is made about a missing person, I think that law needs to change, Matt, as a layman. Because, Matt, I'll tell you my reason why I'm saying this, If somebody is reported missing and you have to wait 3 days, 72 hours, that is 3 days. By that time, if the person is kidnapped, you give the person enough time to transfer the person overseas to do anything, Matt. If the person is let's say, in the booth or anything. So my point of argument, that law needs to change. When a report is made, you're supposed to start reporting, investigating right away. I believe people must put their foot down and say that law needs to change. I don't know how long it is there, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it's making sense to you, Matt, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
All right. Yes. A lot of people have been talking about that. Whether in case of a child, it should be 24 hours. That's just a suggestion there. But you're not the only person suggesting. I'm hearing somebody's asking me a question. No, I've not heard anything about the child. I've heard, though, from authorities that they picked up somebody for questioning. That's all I've heard. Let's go back to the telephone. Yes.
Matt, good afternoon. So this young lady don't have no friends. So what about her? None of them. Nobody do WhatsApp. Nobody can check her WhatsApp.
Well, no. From what I gather, the last ping that they saw from that phone, they noticed it from the heights of Paybush, and they
Understandable, but what I'm saying, her friends. I mean, Matt, those children, all of them have friends, actually friends. If when you say they have friends, they can friends their business. So none of her friends none of her friends, nothing.
Well,
She going out with who knows her, who don't know her, or whatever. No schoolmate, nothing. No, nobody, no classmate cannot say. No neighborhood friend cannot say. She tell them that. She tell them that. Not that doesn't make any sense to me, no.
Again, I'll try to connect to maybe to her aunt sometime later because her mom seemed almost, in a depressed mood at this time and didn't want to talk to the press. So I'll try to reach out to her aunt, who's part of the search team. But let's go to the telephone at this time. I think Mr. Hillary Schilling was trying to make a point earlier. Let's listen to him. Hello, good afternoon to you. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Matt. Good afternoon.
Yes.
And good afternoon to Dominica.
Mm-hmm.
And to listeners fan-wide of Q95, the top station on Island, Matt. Matt, I just wanted to make a comment.
Okay.
On reform.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I have been serving as a commissioner.
Right.
And I refuse to stay silent, Matt. From start up till today, I've been speaking and calling out when I think it needs to be called out. Matt, it has been brought to my attention that we have had a number of duplicated names in the Roseau North constituency, Matt.
Okay.
Matt, and further explanation revealed to me that some of the names, for example, Matt PLT, farmer. Then there will be a Matt J PLT, teacher, a different address. One in Fokole, one in Goodwill. Then there are a number of them that are duplicated, Matt. And every one of them have a slight difference. Matt, I am not a computer person. I'm not no expert. But after hearing that, I went and I spoke with people who are experts in computers. And their understanding, which I do agree, is what you put in is what you get out.
Okay.
Even if there was a duplicate, it wouldn't put an initial between the names. And it wouldn't change the address. If it is Matt Telte Point Michelle, it would duplicate Matt Telte Point Michelle, whether 10, 15, 20, 100 times.
Okay.
You agree, Matt?
Yes, I agree.
It's not going to give you Matt J. Pelte Point Michelle, Matt S. Pelte Point Michelle North. It's not going to give you that. So clearly, Matt, somebody has been doing something dishonest, Matt, in the registration or the confirmation, whatever it is, Matt. And I'm saying it as a commissioner, you know, Matt. I'm saying I always said to Dominicans and to the commission itself that we are not ready. You know, we should do complete registration. Even when we decide to do the eyes of it, they decide to do the confirmation, Matt. But we were not ready to get ID, people photographs from that picture. All about nonsense, man. This system was not perfectly in place, man. We were still expecting material from Simlex while we started doing confirmation because we wanted to be in time for the people coming down for Quail Festival. The Quail Festival was a more important factor in the confirmation than anything else, than honesty, than being ready. In the integrity of the system was not important. It has been compromised because we were fighting to take names while people come down for festival.
Okay.
Matt, this is a dangerous thing. If in Roseau North alone, where we have a by-election, you have a number of duplicated names. It means that it has been throughout the island, Matt. So we need now, Matt, to have an independent investigation into the Electoral Commission and the Electoral Office, Matt. But we need an independent commission.
Let me ask you a question because hold on, Lily. Is your health status necessary when doing registration?
Your health status?
Yes.
No.
Because I was asked by one of the officers, do you suffer from this and do you suffer from that? I'm saying, well, what does that make? Why is that part of the criteria? I just wonder.
She cannot ask you that, man.
Another he asked me that yesterday.
He cannot ask you that. If he's your friend and he's asking you a question as friends, that cannot be part of your registration.
But I just found it surprising. I said, let me bring it up to Commissioner. I don't know. I answered the question.
And so many things, And I know they've been hearing it to the other commissioners. And I know the chief election officer must be hearing it too. I've been hearing a number of things, man. That whole system is corrupt, man. When you have cabinet taking a decision as to who's going to be employed, you know, man, they have to give a list of who to be. That is absolute crap, man. An independent commission should decide on who they employ. That is why we have all that caution taking place, man. This system is already rigged. But we cannot get an honest reform.
So you want a full investigation?
We need a full investigation into the electoral office and all the workers out there. A lot of nonsense been taking place now. Investigate why those duplicates have different address. Why they have a middle name in some of them. We need to invest an independent investigator. And unless and until we get an independent investigation, nothing is going to be trusted. The people will have no confidence in the system, man. But up till today, up till now, even after talking to Duncan, talking on the radio as well, We have not heard the commission making any move to investigate in the situation in Fokole, Rosanov, as well as the situation with when Kelly Grano made the statement, creating fear in the people of the Kalinago territory and Dominica by extension. We have not had an education going out there to educate the people, to tell them nobody can know who you vote for. The commission doesn't see it fit. They're destroying the integrity of our election, the democracy of our election, man, the independence and the secrecy of our ballot, man. I believe the commission now, as it stands, doing more harm to the electoral process than even some politicians, man. Because they're like dancers to the music. They play the music and they dance. So they're creating more disturbance. They're weakening the political apparatus, the electoral apparatus. They're destroying the whole system. So I'm calling on Duncan Stowe. The letters that are received, which he said they were meant to come to us. We need to see them for the reports that have been made. But that's not an easy commission, you know, man.
It appears that way.
These guys are fighting to maintain the status quo. They're selling passport, and they will do nothing to lose the status quo, upset the status quo in any way.
But the question.
So I want Dominicans to stand up.
The question I want to ask you, Mr. Hillary Schlinford, you've asked for an independent inquiry. Now, who's gonna put that in place? Who do you think would put that in place when the commission, the majority of the commission, seem to be siding with the chairman himself? So who will put that in place? Maybe the prime minister? Who will do that?
Not just the chairman you're investigating, everybody.
Yeah.
Not the prime minister. You can bring the prime minister there. The commission itself should discuss on an independent person with the capability, the skills, or ask CARICOM or somebody to recommend somebody. The chairman and the commission should ask our brothers in CARICOM
to help,
to recommend on somebody to do an investigation into our electoral system. We cannot trust anybody recommended by the commission. We cannot trust anybody recommended by the government. We cannot trust anybody recommended by the chief. Because they've been sitting there and watching the electoral system go down, eroding the confidence of the people of Dominica in the system.
Well, you're right,
So,
because
man,
if we have so many irregularities. Yes, I mean, yes. So we something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Yes.
Then we still have time, Matt.
We still have time.
Antigua get their re-registration in 3 months. Dominica has less than half the population. So we still have time to do a complete registration. But they are scared of that, Matt. Because if they don't thief the election, they cannot win. If they don't rip off the election, they cannot win election in Dominica by no honest means. They have to do something illegal at all times to win election. So I am asking Dominicans, every time you see them, tell them you need an inquiry. Every time you see them, keep saying it to them. All the commissioners, beg for an independent inquiry. Too much corruption taking place there. That's my contribution. Boss.
Thank you. And now Mr. Hillary Schlinford is making a very important point. If we have so many problems, why do we want to move forward? You said you went to register yesterday and you saw this medical question on the form, but was not asked. Any of them? Well, maybe some people have been asked that medical question and some people are not. So I'm saying, but why would that form part of a registration to vote? I'm just asking myself. I answered the question though, but I was asking why would that form part of a registration to confirm? On the telephone, hello, talk to me. Yes. Yes.
Junior, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you, my brother. How you doing?
Matt, I am doing pretty well in spite of the challenges that life presents. But I'm there. Matt, I want to say good afternoon to your listeners as well.
Okay.
Matt, I just listened to Mr. Hillary Shillingford. And for the world, for the record, because I like to be very, very clear. My name is Citizen of Dominica, Loftus Durant, and I am speaking in that capacity today to you. Matt, I've known Mr. Shillingford for a number of years. I have spoken to this man. I've engaged his brother. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that Mr. Shillingford is a well-respected brother, a well-respected son of the soil. And based on my engagement with him so far, I can tell you he is an honest man, he is an upfront man, he is a noble Dominican. And this brother has been speaking for and on behalf of we, the citizens of the Commonwealth of Dominica, for some time, as it relates to freer, fairer, and more transparent general elections. And that is so. The United Workers' Party did entrust him to be a commissioner on the Electoral Commission to guard against any fraudulent activities that may show up its head in the election. And so, having heard Mr. Shillingford a number of times, I want now to add my voice in solidarity with him as it relates to that clarion call that he has been making for some time as it pertains to some of the irregularities that most likely may be going on as we speak. Matt, if you know Hillary very well, Hillary is not a man that does speak out of turn. This guy associates himself with the relevant facts before he opens his mouth. And so I am saying, after listening to him for a number of times, it is alarming to me, and it should be to all Dominicans now, those of us who are conscious about country, to listen, take heed to what Mr. Hillary Shillingford has been saying. Matt, this brother is a commissioner. He has been alerting us as to what is ahead, what is happening now. I know Matthew Espelti, the Chief Elections Officer, has come out in defense of her team and basically has suggested and commented on the matter so far in the public domain, where what Mr. Hillary and others are saying, she said basically it is not true.
Yep.
Matthew Espelti Jr., sir. What is his name? Hillary mentioned Semlex as a company that the government of Dominica went into some kind of arrangement to bring about the cards, the identification cards for voting. But you, as a journalist, you need to go online and present to the Dominican people some of the issues that are surrounding that company, Semlex, Femlex, as it relates to the activities, the illegal activities that go on in some of the poorest countries in the world, including Congo, Nigeria, and others. That company, as it relates to they bringing about what we are expecting them to do here as well. I'm not saying that off my head. It is recorded. And so when Mr. Hillary Shillingford mentioned Semlex this afternoon again, it raised a red flag in yours truly's head. And so I'm asking myself the question, why of all companies in the world, it is Semlex that the Labour Cancerous Party has chosen to do business with as it relates to helping fix our electoral process? Why? Just why? Mark, we all know the ordinary Dominican, we were clamoring for re-registration. All the talk we have been having now would have been laid to rest if the government of the day, and I must repeat, the Dominica Cancerous Party, known as the Labour Party, had listened to the people by going ahead with a re-registration drive. That would have eliminated a number of issues surfacing today. But no, they decided through the eyes have it in Parliament, under gunpoint, went and passed the confirmation process. And so again, we have to ask why. Mark, we know wherever the Dominican Labour Party, whatever they do, is there has to be something in it for them. And Mark, in the interest of time, I don't want to hold your line too long because I know there are others who want to call. But I am just saying, Hillary Shillingford, I believe wholly, solely in what this brother is saying, that an independent inquiry now needs to go into the whole electoral process. Put it on hold. Investigate what this brother is saying so that the average Dominican can have an iota of confidence in the system moving forward. It cannot be we just sit back, say nothing, and at the end of the process, we come and say, that is happening, that has happened, that shouldn't happen. No, we have time now to nip it in the bud, do what we have to do to help fix that process. Not Hillary Shillingford. Let me end by saying, this brother mean well for Dominica. And I am standing with him, by him, in calling for that independent inquiry all around the globe where democracy thrives. That will happen. Why not let it happen here? So, Martin, in conclusion, I want to urge Dominicans, let us be serious about our country. Let us be serious. We saw what happened in 2019. Planes were on our tarmac at Melville Hall, where the cancerous Labour Party hijacked our process in a wholesale manner. And they are again going to use the confirmation process to do some kind of hijacking again. Hillary is one of our vanguards, and I'm asking us to join him in ensuring that that process be put on hold and some sort of cleanup be done before we move ahead. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Mr. Loftus Duran. Of course, we had the chief election officer on DBS radio sometime recently, trying to clear the air and basically saying, all the allegations were not true. I wanted to hear this report from Mr. Curtis Matthew. And we also found out that I don't think the commission gave permission for that statement without an investigation. Let's listen to that report there, quoting Anthea Joseph from the election office.
The electoral office in Dominica has denied allegations which surfaced over the weekend that individuals are able to bring documents on behalf of electors and have them confirmed. In a press release, the electoral office said they wish to state that this is absolutely false and cannot happen under the current confirmation process. The release states that the confirmation system is designed with safeguards that require the physical presence of every individual being confirmed. The press release noted that during the process, the individual's information is entered into the system, a photograph is taken, and the individual must provide his or her signature electronically during or using the signature pad. The electoral office says the software will not complete the confirmation applicant unless both the photograph and the electronic signatures have been captured. The office notes it is therefore impossible for a person to be confirmed simply by someone presenting documents on their behalf without physical presence of that elector. The electoral office says it rejects the false information that has circulated on social media and wishes to inform the public that the prescribed procedures are being strictly followed at all confirmation centers. The office further assures the public that every effort is being made to ensure the integrity of the confirmation process through appropriate supervision and oversight at every confirmation center.
This after she heard the complaints from the UWB candidate in the Rosa North constituency. After a number of allegations, Mr. Luge actually wrote to the electoral office.
To the Chief Elections Officer Dominica from Daniel Luque, constituent, Rosa North constituency, July 19th, 2026. Dear Madam, reference, confirmation and registration. I, Daniel Luque, note with concern on the most recent supplementary list issued by your office that there are several names of electors without a valid address. This is unprecedented and not in keeping with the electoral statute. I'm hoping that this situation can be quickly corrected ahead of any election in the Rosa North constituency. Secondly, there are serious allegations that staff members of confirmation offices of Rosa North are illegally accepting applications for registration and confirmation in the absence of the applicants and requested by persons who are not of the Rosa North constituency. Should this allegation be proven to be true, this would be a blatant violation of electoral statutes and appear to be placing your staff at the Rosa North Confirmation Office as party to violation to Dominica's electoral statutes. I, Daniel Luque, therefore request with urgency these two important areas of concern to the residents of Rosa North. Respectfully, Daniel Luque.
Now, a few messages. One of them, Matt, it's not false. My sister has a stroke. And they came for her, and they came and took her ID and confirmed her. So these people are out for some mischief. Somebody just confirming for me that, yes, somebody came and took her ID and went to confirm. It's simple, Matt. An injunction needs to be filed to stop the the confirmation process, any election until an independent investigation is done. So I think, Miss Anthea Joseph, you need to speak to the people because a lot of allegations, again, more allegations you have said is not true. But I'm getting more telephone calls, more messages that something is not right. Something needs to be done about it. My humble suggestion is, as it relates to these numerous allegations of fraud, the reconfirmation process, immediately as yesterday, all the opposition forces should come together and get the hard copies and facts and write to all influential bodies to call for an inquiry into this madness. So opposition, I hope you are paying attention. A lot of allegations, and somebody suggesting that you all should come together and stop this immediately. Are you there, caller? Yes?
Yeah, not just quickly.
Yes,
Matt,
sir.
I want to lend my support to Hillary Shillingford. Matt, as a commissioner, Matt, he did not resign. He's a commissioner. And he warned prior to all that scandal. And look, he's warning in all the scandal. But why doesn't the current politicians understand the urgency, the emergency, and talk on these issues with that level of urgency and such passion and detail and frequency? I told you about email and the work I see that man is doing on social media, trying to expose all the ills. It seems like some guys are just laid back and figure out, oh, it's a democracy. Oh, you have to confirm. I mean, you have to follow the rules and rules. The man fighting for his freedom. The man fighting for him to stay out of jail. Matthew, what about the Iranians? We all heard about the Iranians' old ships that are not seaworthy, flying Dominica flag, Matt.
I heard that.
We know all about the diplomats, Matt, criminals and crooks, have Dominica passport. On 2 occasions, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, the U.S. State Department summoned Blackmore and Skerry to come to America, Matt. Am I telling a lie, Matt?
I don't know if there was someone to come to America. I have little information on that one.
No, it was stated that there was someone or ordered or invited, whatever term you want to use, Matt, to come to the State Department.
The State Department, I haven't heard this one. The only report I got about something similar is to a big meeting in Miami, not to the State Department. I haven't heard that, no.
I hope somebody can call and correct or confirm what I am saying. So, Matt, I want to say that level of passion, that level of urgency and emergency I'm hearing from Hillary Shillingford, the wording, the voice, the passion, Matt. Matt, is he a candidate? Is he some politician going up somewhere?
Who?
Hillary Shillingford.
Hillary is a commissioner.
That's what I'm saying. And he is taking that so seriously. Not a lot of people can see, but it's not everybody that can see and observe. To see something is not really take note of it, you just say it. But when you take note of it and you assess and you analyze, then somebody say, but everybody know that. Yeah, everybody know that. What is the importance of what you know? How can you apply what you know? And Hillary is applying what you know. And it seems like everybody's just having the free liquor thing. Matt, you see the gentleman that throw his hat in the ring, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in the ring. I don't even mentioning him to give him too much publicity because I know we are dealing with sets of crooks and criminals, and the man is a businessman. All the business people cannot say, well, if that man can throw his hat in the ring and publicly speaking on issues of concern, Matt, like elections and the Electoral Commission and the commissioners and what is happening. And I'm glad Hillary is taking up the charge so the brother may have less work to do and engage more in his business. We're just watching them and destroy our country and thinking, well, if they pay me or my family overseas, don't worry, it's just a matter of time. We haven't seen nothing yet, Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's take a break. We'll come right back. This is Q95. This is the Talk on the Block.
August 15th, remember the 40th anniversary of the priestly ordination of Senior William Lewis. All are invited to the special milestones. Family, friends, parishioners, and well-wishers gather at the St. Gerard's Hall on August 15th, 2026 to give thanks to God and celebrate this remarkable milestone. 4 decades. A unique anniversary celebration of life dedicated to serving God, community, and Mother Church. A celebration of a life of service. All invited to this concert and cocktails on August 15th, St. Gerard's Hall, 7 p.m. For tickets, call 276-4666 or 235-5358. Don't miss the anniversary celebration of the 40th anniversary of the ordination of Monsignor William Judrowitz. Proceeds go towards the continued renovations of the cathedral. Come Sunday morning, the crowning moment. Don't miss the 40th anniversary celebratory mass. Sunday morning. And don't forget the exciting Bring and Share on Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. at the Pastoral Center. Be there.
Fresh market. When money don't count and the pocket that hurts you. Fresh market. Fresh market. Come on, it's a fight. We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. We're on stock, supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop. Fresh market, fresh market, come on, it's a fight day. Fresh market.
Sunday blues? Looking for something fun to do? Come spend your Sunday on the sea with Dive Dominica Water Sports. Join us for an unforgettable whale and dolphin sea exploration. Enjoy the fresh sea breeze, spot dolphins in the wild, and maybe even see some majestic whales up close. With local rates from just $69 per person, it's the perfect line for friends, family, couples, or anybody looking for a different kind of Sunday vibe. Tours available on select Sundays, so book your spot early. Call our WhatsApp 335-2188 today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Dive Dominica Water Sports. Dive Dominica Water Sports. Come make memories with us.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies, so I ask him, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? He tell me, that's how tell sort. I've been married 37 years, come at the money farm. He say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
This summer, every Big 4 Multi-X purchase of $10 or more, you automatically qualify for a summer promotion.
Really?
You could win exciting prizes like shopping vouchers, cash prizes, or the grand prize of $10,000.
Talk to me now.
Every ticket comes with a coupon. You could win or see keep playing. Cash prizes can be redeemed at any agent. Shopping vouchers and the $10,000 grand prize must be claimed at the main office. Play Big 4 with Multi-X today and make this summer a winning one.
Big 4, for sure.
We're back. Back to you. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Big man, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Yes.
How are you doing? Do you recognize my voice? This is Bernard Morrow speaking here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can the UWP put a marco in every polling station to monitor what's happening? Some undercover guy here with some phone and take the pictures. Can the UWP do that?
How would that happen in terms of the registration? I don't think they would allow anybody to come in that registration. You don't have any business right there. It's just registration that's taking place.
Yeah, but you're not going to see who you are. You're going to see what you come for.
So you don't think you'd be here? Would be there for the entire day? Don't you think somebody will ask you a question?
So can you not stand outside and to monitor the people, the sort of people that coming in? And
you can stay outside, but you can't come inside. So how would you monitor what's going on?
All right. Okay, but that's
all right. Thank you very much. I think you're trying to make a suggestion that somebody should stay there and monitor what's going on. That would be a difficult job to do, huh? Staying there all day and monitoring? No. If it's an election day, you can, of course, monitor what's going on there. But because you'll have your own observers in the various polling booths. But just to go on monitor registration, that'd be a little difficult, huh?
The hurricane season is upon us. Q95 FM Radio, your lifeline during the hurricane season. Stay informed and stay prepared.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course the Sunblast juices, Topper Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yet we deliver. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmet location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributor for the biggest brand. Ooh, oh, oh, KFC. Ooh, oh, KFC. Looking for some place to go. Meals for soul. KFC. Grab your family and your friends. Join in the experience. KFC. It's the place to be. Made for you and me. KFC. KFC. It's finger licking good.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask him, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? He tell me, that's how it has sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. He say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
All right, Dominic, we're back. It's a very busy afternoon. Those of you who may want tickets, and those maybe some tickets are limited, you may want to call Mr. Bob, Daryl Bob, or Mackenzie. Their tickets are limited, so please contact either Daryl Bob or Mackenzie. So they can arrange for your tickets for this evening's activity.
Matt, do you know the difference in photocopying a document and scanning a document? That's what I will say about the procedure for reconfirmation. If somebody can do it for somebody in a person's absence, the colors come out same thing, the signature come out same thing, everything. Then okay, you know what scanning and photocopying, the difference. That is what you have to think of. Guys, Matt, you know something? Nobody needs to hear from Anthea Joseph. My lady, please. There is a word called honor. Be honorable. Reason. It will not cost you nothing. It will not take anything away from you. Just humble and reason. Leave those little things alone. More and more you push yourself into a deeper hole, my lady. I'm just saying that if you have a degree or if you are educated, education is not knowledge, it's not wisdom, you know. Education for l'esprit. If education is not common sense, ma'am, so far as I can see, more and more, you are just dipping yourself deeper into a hole, falling deeper into a hole. Just reason. Let those people who have the agenda, let them go and deal with the agenda. Please, you will not regret, my lady. You have children, grandchildren, and you will have great-grandchildren coming in the future. You might not be there. My lady, just resign, please.
You know, I've been talking to some sources close to the electoral office, and the person said, Matt, if you know the kind of cautioning that's taking place there. So there's some flies on the wall, so I'm just letting you know what's going on. It's Joseph on your team. So please be aware. The exact word. Matt, a lot of cautioning taking place there at the electoral office. Didn't the election commission say they can go to the people's home to reconfirm them if they are unable to leave their house? Somebody's again repeating that an injunction needs to be filed to stop the reconfirmation and any election until an independent investigation is done. The UWP is harboring a corrupt, wicked, old government by participating in that discussion with them. They would be interested in the plans after a quarter-century nonsense. We should be on the streets protesting against this tiffin electoral reform. Matt, I always felt that the confirmation process was a setup versus reviewing the old voters list. I'm not the least surprised. It's compromise and corruption is taking place. I'm listening. But what is the present composition of the Dominican Electoral Commission? I get the impression that the EC, the Electoral Commission, is comprised of a chairperson nominated by the president, 2 members nominated by the prime minister, and 2 members nominated by the leader of the opposition. Currently, it appears that one of the nominees of the leader of the opposition has adjusted his allegiance to leave the Electoral Commission as of August 1. August 4? August 1? Well, I haven't gotten that information yet, so I can't confirm for you. You're saying that one of the commissioners may or have adjusted his allegiance? I cannot confirm that for you. I don't have that information. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes? Yes?
Boy, Matt, boy. Confusion. Is that what it was all about? Is that what all this money that was spent with this gentleman who Skerrit brought in and paid how much money? And finally, this is what we end up with: more confusion and a mute head of the commission. When was the last time you heard the head of the commission? How many times do I have to say that, Matt? Do you have me recorded, Matt, that you can just play that record?
You mean Mr. Duncan Stowe?
Yes, Babu Chet. Well, worse than a Babu Chet. A Babu Chet prevents him from biting, but it's something else. I don't know the name of it. He cannot talk. They've tied his lower jaw to the top of his head. The man is supposed to be educating people. That's a position where you educate and update, especially during a process of, looking at our laws and regulations of electoral, reforming electoral process. He should be talking on that all the time. We're not hearing the man at all. He's mute. And that tells you, because he's mute, Skerrit is overriding him. And Skerrit is making the statement as the most authorized person, rather than the head of the commission, making the authorized statement and not educating people at all, Matt. And then we see all kinds of nonsense going on. If people do not get their cards, can they vote if Skerrit calls an election? What will we go back to the old list? And even Mr. Skerrit is hinting there might be no old list to go back to. Does Skerrit want a revolution? He really wants people to rise up against him. He's behaving in that way, Matt. People cannot be blamed if they raise up against him right now. They cannot be blamed. Enough said.
And of course, yes, the only commission I've heard speaking out is Mr. Hillary Schillenfeld. That I will agree. In recent times, huh? I haven't heard Mr. Wayne James in a few months. He was very outspoken. Somebody's asking, Mr. James, can we hear your voice on these issues? Hello, talk to me. Hello?
Matt, you know, if I had a little more education, Matt, I would put my hat in the ring, you know. Matt, Dominicans that are educated, rather than being compromised, bought, paid for, and sold, or you cannot throw your hat in the ring and help to save Dominica. Matt, that machination, that is what these criminals paid for, you know, Matt. It's not about incompetence or errors, you know, Matt. That is by design, you know, Matt. That is what the man is good at. And he have foreigners, he have all criminals selling passports and do all kind of foolishness to teach him. They have the Chinese how to be a dictator. The Dominican Lethal Party and the PRC, the People Republic of China, some kind of thing like that, they're twin. A communist party, a communist country, twinned. They join with the Dominica Lethal Parties that even unconstitutional. And what do you want for Matt? Matt will come and solve all problems. And who bail enough? Who get purchased? All kind of foolishness happening in the country and man checking. Well, so you can talk to me, myself, all of us must die. Or you can take money from Skerrit. Or you can throw all your heart in the ring. Or you can stand aside and look. All of us have to face the same hell Skerrit is turning Dominica into. And not in conclusion. I want to say something. I said, let me see, 2004, I said I do not want to put too much pressure on politicians for when they jump, for them to say it's me that push them. Not 2005, I said members of the opposition may have crossed the floor undetected with their footsteps invisible. Not where is the vigor? Not where is the passion, the urgency, the immediacy, what is happening in Dominica, Matt? So the joke is on stupid blessings. You don't suppose you want to come making noise. Me might have I get my cut. To hell with blessings, to hell with Dominica, and you mean to tell me, or you want to remove Skerrit by coming and play Dolly House or the Rag Dolls? Thank you.
Matt, I confirm without a witness and a village council member name and signature is on the document in the absence of a witness. Really? Is this legit? At confirmation centers, I'll repeat. Matt, I confirm without a witness and a village council member put a signature on the document in the absence of a witness. Is this legit? At confirmation centers, well, if the person is within your own voting zone, that might be a possibility. But if she's not, or he's not, that would be illegal, huh? Hello, let's take a voice note. Are you there? Yeah.
Mark, just like I said, good afternoon to you and your listeners, Mark. Just like I said before, these guys will never be able to do some right because they crook from the offset. And that's basically what you're dealing with. A crook is a crook is a crook. Ain't gonna change. Leopard don't change its spot. Now, having said that, Mark, let me bring you to an instant when you was interviewing Wayne James. And Wayne James mentioned to you about a backdoor they had in one system when they started this thing early on. And he said specifically, we ain't ready. We ain't ready. And he repeated 2-3 times. Hopefully you remember that instant, man.
I remember.
Number two, Hillary been saying this thing forever and ever. And he mentioned to you a while ago, a computer is garbage in, garbage out. These are the terms they use. Whatever you put in, you can get out. Number three, man, if I'm real good at a software and I could control your company from anywhere I'm at, you in your bed, and I could be running your computer and you don't know it, well, that's what they call hacking. But sometimes if you call for what you call tech support and that kind of thing, they will take control of your computer. But a software is nothing but a book. It's a manual. Okay? You could go into a software and manipulate it the way you want if you are very knowledgeable of how the software is set up. And for me to say, oh, that don't happen, I tell you she's not too educated on these issues. It's not Mickey Mouse. It's high-grade thievery because they got a largest of money where they're paying people to do these things. And for someone to say that it's not possible, tell me they're not knowledgeable. But I think they need to file an injunction in the court. Like Hillary said, they need an investigation, a neutral body to have an investigation, not Labor, not UWP, just neutral people. If not, there should be somewhere in the region, in the courts, or somebody that you take this thing to the region. And that is the problem. Those are the issues that I have. That's why I was never too supportive of the CCJ. As radical I think that it was to be self-governing, some of us are not capable of doing things right, are not being straight. And the government in office right now will do anything to win. If it's life, blood, whatever, man. So these are the things I'm dealing with, Mike. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too.
The hurricane season is upon us. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those with disabilities. We're stronger together, so lend a helping hand when you can.
$50,000 in prizes with over 390 chances to win. Enjoy daily and weekly rewards, including scholarship packages, tablet bundle, handset bundle, power bundle, and so much more. Want to qualify? Easy. Simply pay your bill in full and on time. Activate any 3G plan or higher. Bundle your postpaid plan with Digi Duo or sign up for Digicel Home Internet. The more you activate, the more chances you have to win. Visit your nearest Digicel store or speak to a Digicel representative today. Terms and conditions apply. Connect, pay, win. What is summer in Digital?
Fuel your farm with premium animal feeds at Bloombox. We're excited to announce a major expansion to our lineup. Bloombox Farm and Garden Center is now your go-to supplier for high-quality animal feeds. From poultry to livestock, we provide the specialized nutrition your animal needs to thrive. Our feed portfolio includes poultry solutions, broiler starter, grower and finisher, poulet, starter, grower and developer, layer 19% and 17% formula, swine care, grow pork 280, so ration and hog mix, small pet and livestock, rabbit ration, ruminant feed, and universal feed. Whether you're raising a backyard flock or managing a full-size farm, ensure your animals are getting premium quality feed for the best results. Visit Bloombox in Roseau on the corner of Hanover Street and Drury Lane, or Bloombox Goodwill, 66 Federation Drive, Goodwill. Call us in Roseau at 235-3483 or Goodwill at 235-3480. Let's bloom together.
Hardware and home improvement, building supplies for you, kitchen appliances, even home decor too. Lumber, lawn, all your garden supplies, plumbing, welding, electrical supplies.
Visit Do It Center at the former J. Nassif Hardware location on Goodwill Road. Call us at 255-6890.
Do it, Center.
All you, I just meet Goldwyn in Roseau again. Same place outside Flossie's. I tried to dock him, but he had time to see me. Well, story start again. Million, lot of my power we got, huh? Saga fella, I said the same thing you doing, shopping at Flossie's, and you don't have to tell me the same thing you tell me last time because I'm busy. It's to hear him way. You reckon? About my pocket, boy. I won't tell you that I save money in food and drinks when I buy quantity. I save more. Oh, shucks, man. Well, when you're still telling me, I know already. Tu paga respect moi. But kadima people pale. I will tell all my friends from London, US and Dominica to come to Floss's. Right next to the Rosa Market. Open Sunday to Saturday. Floss's can do it to you.
All right, Dominique, it's already 22 to the hour of 3 o'clock. 22 minutes. Somebody's asking, Matt, where is Mr. Wayne James on those issues? He was so vocal before. Why is he so mute? On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Good afternoon, Matthias.
Good afternoon to you, Mr.
This is
Martin.
Atherton Martin,
Yes, sir.
also known as Afi Martin.
Yes, I.
80 years old and almost completely blind. But all other systems, particularly my brain, my consciousness, my heart, and my soul, are working very well. And I feel a pain listening for the last several days to what has become in my mind a charade. The last little itsy bitsy set of procedures that we have to pretend to the world that we are serious about one person, one vote, and the voice of the people being the voice of God. And we are painting it, soiling it, dirtying it with all kinds of dotishness, all kinds of hair tactics. I believe, honestly, we are doing a great disservice, not just to ourselves as the adults of the society, but to the younger ones. What must the teenagers think? What must the young people, like the young girl who is missing, like Kanisha, what must that generation of Dominicans think about us? We cannot even organize a system where we are asked to come and say who we support, who we vote, and so on. We cannot even do that. Students do that in classrooms all over Dominica, all over the Caribbean, almost every week. And here we are, as adults, proving incapable or so frightened of the outcome of an honest process that we would do anything to shalvy away that process. There's no doubt in my mind, although I'm not directly as engaged with the process now as I used to be in the past, but there is no doubt in my mind, not even based on what I hear you and your callers saying, but what people have said to me directly, that even a little by-election in Roseau North is now the target of a national attempt to create a disgraceful charade of what would be called otherwise an election. This thing has gone deep. It is not just the officials and of the Electoral Office and Electoral Commission and the commissioners. This thing has sunken down to the bouillon of the country, to the point where senior officials are giving time off. Listen to this. It's a little by-election, and people are being given time off to go on and campaign. What that says to me is that there is an element of desperation. I believe the incumbents, the party in office, is absolutely unclear, unsure, and scared of the message that a loss of that by-election would send. It's like Trump and his coming up elections in the House. What is the message that would send? The message it would send clearly is that one of the largest constituencies in Dominica does not want to continue with the leadership guidance provided by the current Labour Party. And that would set a tone that would rumble throughout the other constituencies, Rosa Central, Rosa South, Collyhole, Jubler. That is what the fright is. But the fright doesn't end there. Why should people who have held office for over 25 years be afraid of losing office, even in one constituency? And it is that answer that we should use to open our eyes and come to a conclusion as to what action we must be ready to take. Is it that there is so much garbage under the carpet after 25 years that if they allow anybody else to go in there and lift that carpet, there will be a whole lot of them. The jails of Dominica would not be large enough to accommodate these criminals. And they know themselves. Some of them say hello to me. Hi, hey, happy, what's happening, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I know them. They know me. And I know that they are in the positions that they are. Some of them not by choice. Some of them have been coerced by a large upfront donation or a promise of position in order to stay involved. And so they cannot move because somebody will declare away. So there's a lot of load. More stones are in that load than the stones that are in the wash. And they know if that gets away, a lot of people are going to get crushed. That being the case, are we even aware that our failure to convene a simple by-election according to basic democratic principles of elections sends an even more negative signal to investors outside, to investors inside, alongside with the negative message it sends to our children and grandchildren? Are we aware that the way we conduct our business as a tiny nation tells the world who we are? It's not what we say in our nice speeches that tells us who we are. It's how we behave. And so, I believe the time has come. The time is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. The time is now. Each one of us have that little thing inside that it gives us a tingle every now and again. It's called conscience. That lets us know that we know when we're doing something that is right, and we know when we're doing something that is wrong. And it is up to us. The God of the universe has given us this strength to know that we must do the right thing. So, my humble opinion as an 80-year-old in Dominica is to say, if there is sufficient evidence, and I don't mean evidence in court, there's a bigger court than the courthouse. The biggest court in any country is the court of public opinion. And if there is sufficient evidence in front of that court, that if we proceed with even this by-election in Rosa North under the current circumstances, we would have compromised what's left of the electoral process in Dominica so that any future elections held under that kind of cloud would automatically be deemed, out of order, out of law, and dishonest. If we are to avoid that, and we should, if only we do it for our children and grandchildren, that is what must drive us, not ourselves. That what must drive us is our children deserve. They deserve the right to live in a free democratic society, which by our dotishness and silence we are destroying. My view is, if we cannot stop this confirmation process right now, and as Hillary says, investigate it immediately and get to the bottom of it and declare the findings of that investigation, we have to say right now, there will be no further elections in Dominica until there is a clarity of the honesty of the process and procedure. And I, Afimate, am saying so. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I need guidance where I'm going, but my mind is absolutely clear that unless we take advantage of this moment and stop it before it becomes chaos, because that is what this is heading to, stop it before it becomes chaos and Dominicans start going after Dominicans in a negative and criminal way, let us stop it. And we mustn't. Nobody should call you mad unless they are willing to put their name out there, not as a voter, not even as a citizen, but as a fighter for freedom, for democracy, and peace in Dominica, and that we would get up and stop any effort at registering people under this confirmation hypocrisy. And we will stop it by way of sending a signal that we will not allow any other election in Dominica. Physically not allow, because the law may not always be with us on this one. But we will not allow it, because it will destroy whatever little T-Quas, my God, honesty, integrity that we as a people have. That is all we have in the final analysis. When the Father call you and say, as Joy said, the ground you're walking on will one day be your roof. When that day comes, what do you think of? All the money you thief there, all the big motor car you drive in there, all the women you go after and violate them. What is that worth you? What is that worth you? So you have a chance now to do something that is ordinary, yet important. Stop this fraudulent process with your body, your mind, and your soul. And maybe your children and grandchildren will have some respect for you. That's what I believe. Anything less than that is dotishness and caution.
Mr. Arthur Martin, thank you very much. Wow. What a deliverance there. In other words, fight for your country. Fight for honesty. Fight for integrity. That's Arthur's message.
Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is on the earth.
It's 8 to 3 o'clock.
I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all the glitter is gold. Half the story has never been told. And now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up.
On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
But I endorse what Mr. Already. Mr.
Martin, Mr. Ate
I
Martin,
know.
yes.
Yes, Mr. Ate Martin, we should all well. Dominican save this country. If you love God, save this country. Yeah, going to have a lot of problems for elections. Straight don't want to lose the election. It is going to be rough on the side. Dominican money is a great defense, but God is greater yet. We need divine intervention to save Dominica from negative forces. Pray for Dominica, my friend. I have seen Dominica go have blood for the election.
On the telephone, it's 7 to the hour of 3 o'clock. Hello, yes? Hello? Nobody there. Try to call this. Hello, yes? Caller?
Yeah, just a few seconds.
One-
A couple
yeah.
months ago, I
Mhm.
met a businessman who told me he and his wife went to confirm that. Months later, he went and asking for the ID. They told him his name is not there, it's only his wife alone that then ID not ready. Matt, if I like us in the Almighty. Thank you.
You would look at yours and earth. Now you see the light.
All you leave Mr. Wayne James out of it. He has done more than enough. The other three commissioners all we must talk about. Mr. Wayne James and Minister Hilary Stingford. If it's for me, they have nothing to say. They have said and done enough. Leave Mr. Wayne James out of it. He has made his fair contribution. The other three commissioners all you have to talk about and make them resign.
That's Mr. Lennox Lawrence, Mr. Alec, and Duncan Stowe. That's the names you want, huh?
Now you see the light. Stand up for your right.
Somebody saying, I hope that's not the case. I'm reviewing the confirmation list for the Suffolk constituency and saw the name of Agnes Casimir as having been confirmed. The only Agnes Casimir I knew was George Casimir's wife, and she died many moons ago. We need to investigate that. What have me more suspicious? The occupation is housewife, and the polling district is TO4, which suits the deceased person I have in mind. So you're basically saying that they are registering dead names on that list? Pay attention to what's going on around you. Hello, talk to me, yes. Yes. Yes.
A fellow from Rosa South about 45 minutes ago told me
Uh-huh.
that he went to confirm, and a staff told him
Yes.
he is blue, so they will not confirm him there. I tell the partner about he should make a complaint because that is illegal.
Okay, but if he's not in that district, they won't confirm you, but tell him to find out in what district he has to confirm, okay? On the telephone, hello, talk to me. I'm just, yes, are you there, caller? Yes. Good afternoon to you.
But some people, when they take over, they don't want to relinquish it.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So they think about the benefits they get, from that.
Yes.
And in the process now, they become the dictator. So this dictator is someone, a group of people, dictatorship, a group of people who steal power, They impose themselves on people through the gun or through rigging the ballot. And so a book, all right? And they usually use that power to victimize the opposition or the supporters. No, they usually don't like the Bible. They dictatorship don't like the Bible because they know what the Bible says. For example, in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1, it says that an unjust kill and unjust way is abomination to God. So they know that God stands for justice. And who are the people who are supporting this dream? They go to churches. I mean, sit down. I guess the people, the churches they go to, their pastors or whatever, do not preach to them. And the pastors themselves maybe do not look at the social issues in the country and preach about it. And therefore they never come and sit down and enjoy what they have been studied, and they go and even convict him. But now, I always say that when you are for one, and you better speak your mind, or forever, whoever people is there, nobody can speak for you. So you have something just to say, you let it out, and whoever is flexible is no problem. But once you let out what you think that's right, speak. And I think what is going on, with the Electoral Commission, I mean, it's something like it's unjust. And we must come together and stop that. It's for the benefit of everybody, all Dominicans.
All right, caller, thank you very much. I just received a letter there from the United Progressive Party, a letter to the dated July 27th to the Chief Election Officer, speaking to the many concerns. We'll do that tomorrow. In the meantime, Dominica, don't forget the discussion taking place tonight. A discussion among the candidates. That's 7 o'clock at the auditorium of the China Friendship Hospital. Some people still say the Princess Margaret Hospital. From my information, all the candidates taking place will be there. It's a discussion, not a debate. I'll be part of the moderating team. Dominica, until tomorrow. Be good, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I think Arthur Martin's message at the end needs a repeat, huh? Thank you, Mr. Martin. See you around.
Don't give up the fight.
I'm going to leave you with this one there from the short shirt. Dominique, I'm gone. Stick around.
Power rules the world today. Power corrupts this day. And absolute power corrupts you. Absolutely. It can change a man who has a heart of gold, make him cruel, wicked, self-centered and cold. Many men in this land, many organizations fought for freedom and justice throughout the land. When they have power and authority, they don't give a damn about nobody. Prostituting the island to all and sundry, they peddling my people's right, exploiting oppression, less freedom, more suffering. I wonder how we survive. Take it over, my friend. Take it over again. Take it over, don't vex with me. Shut it, take it over. I'm singing as a singer. Oh, we can't live to buy. Word that the price too high. Malnutrition killing the children while we the adults starving. Yet the price is rising without control. Young man begging bread by the side of the road. And shame of commerce in this land, I tell you, they don't give one down. The more try we economize, the more cost of living rise. When power and authority, they don't give a damn about nobody. They prostitute in the island, milking the land dry. They're making my people starve, exploiting, oppressing, less freedom or suffering. This thing just can't go on. Take it over, my friend. Take it over, carefully again. Take it over, oh, dance with me, shorty. Take it over, I'm singing as I sing. Work we can't even find. Life seems a waste of time. Nothing to do but sit around the corner line. So frustrated, some would rather starve than beg. Others turn to crime and steal what they can get. And the judges have no sympathy. They're hammering everyone that they catch. Even little children are jailed without regret. When they have power and authority, they don't give a damn about you and me. I want to do lock me up when they catch me. Smoking a little tampy while the social rich are free. Exploiting oppressing, less freedom or suffering. A woman's life is really hard indeed. Take it over, my friend. Take it over, carefully again. Take it over, dance with me. Girl, are you ready? Come out for tea. I see you doing whatever you think. Now you in front of and you're skipping your chest, you're waving your hand, you're lifting your breath. Yeah, baby, all your hands over there. I want you to all night, you're dancing all night, you're dancing all night, you're dancing all night. Go, give it up. If I was to hold you tonight, it's thunder. I'm giving you thunder. I'm going to make you tell me surrender. I'm giving you thunder. All you strong, you're in thunder. I'm giving you thunder. I'm going to get out of song, you're in thunder. I'm giving you all night. You're dancing all night. You're dancing all night. You're poking me all night. Go, keep it low. I see by the way you're moving your waist, like you might have your upper chest. Now you're swinging just for your brain behind. You're making me want to hold on. Yeah, why you just in your mind? I want you all night, all night. You're dancing all night, you're dancing all night. Go, keep it up. If I only hold you tonight, it's thunder. I'm giving you thunder, going to make you watch me and wonder. I'm giving you thunder, all that you want to bet you're in thunder. I'm giving you thunder, I want you to let go, I'm letting thunder. I'm giving you all night, you're dancing all night, you're dancing all night, you're walking me all night, go, give me up. I feel like you come out to mama guy. I'm gonna raise my pressure. I want to tell you behave, you know what? Why you mind so far? I'm watching you all night. You're dancing all night. You're dancing all night. You're dancing all night. Provoking me up. If I want to hold you tonight, it's thunder. I'm giving you thunder. What I can destroy, I'm going to thunder. I'm giving you thunder. I'm going to give you thunder. You won't hear, so you have to feel your thunder. I'm giving you all night. You're dancing all night. You're dancing all night. You're walking me all night. You better pack up and find a seat. Before you get something to cool your heat. Now you're jamming with people, pulling and done, you're grinding and feeling, you're winding and done. Oh, thank you for your turning me on. I'm watching you all night, all night. You're dancing all night, you're walking all night. Oh, if I want to hold you tonight, it's thunder. I'm giving you thunder. Get any money, you're going thunder. I'm giving you thunder. All the flam you're coming, thunder. I'm giving you thunder. I want to the heavy jamming, thunder. I'm giving you all night. You're dancing all night. You're dancing all night. You're walking me all night. You're walking me all night. If you feel it, mama guy, you don't have to jump in high. All these fingers clear. Anyhow you share. A man who is a liar, a man who go and steal, just because he's hungry and to give his children meal. We can understand his kind, we can also forgive his crime. A man who knows about it and keep it a secret, he shows no dishonor to safeguard his starving brother. And even though he's done wrong, we can all understand him, so we turn a blind eye. A man who is a liar, a man who go and steal, just because he's in the position to do what he please. We can just turn our heads away. We must stand up and make him. And all those who surround him, trying to protect him, they are just as guilty and must suffer the penalty. We can't let them walk away, and the truth we told, let God forgive. But they can't go. The fire coming after. Don't you see them smoking? Don't worry, let it go ahead and prosper. Because this love, it will not last forever. Man is blowing in the wind, and when it blows away, that's in fire. Oh, my, I could tell you how they lie. Oh, my, they will stare and hope to die. Why did you go to lie? A man who is a talker, raise his voice and scream, preaching fire and brimstone, eternal wrath redeem. We can understand his kind, they bring upon the naive mind. Look to get salvation, this is their solution. Go keep the commandments, wash and clean your garments, strip away your envy and send them all your money so they can live like Jimmy. The fire burning up. Don't you see them smoking? Just leave them, let them go ahead and prosper. Because they smoke, it will not last forever. Man is blowing in the wind, and when it blows away, it's fire. Oh, I will tell you how they lie. Oh, oh my, and so they love to cry. Why they dig out your eye? A man who is a talker, who raises his voice and scream, freedom and democracy for my friends and following. We must stop and think a while. We must not be fooled by smiles and lies. Those whose work are evil, children of the devil, they will stop at nothing to spread and sell their doctrine. They're lying and they're cheating. I just don't call life showing no joke. Look out for the smoke. I said if I coming up, don't you see them smoking? Just leave them, let them prosper. Because they it will not last forever. Man is blowing in the wind, and when it blows away, fire. Oh, I will tell you how they lie. Oh, oh, my, they will stare and hope to die. Why they keep out to lie?
After hundreds of years of slavery and colonialist domination, we are now politically free in an independent nation. The dreams of our forefathers have finally come true, and the battle that they have fought are now benefiting me and you. If you really want to show your appreciation, raise your voices with me and reflect blessing along. Be blessed to be casting away victimization. Corruption will cease, never decrease throughout the whole nation. Our country will be not just a society, but a just society. Let it be our pledge. But please beware, my countrymen, of the trappings of false liberty. For true liberation does not only lie in constitutionality. We have been nothing if all we do is pass from bondage to a stop. We're pouring shots with the bands exposed, surround us with promises of a brighter world. For too long, have we the yoke of slavery born? Now that master days have come, let's bless to set right all around. Be blessed to be good to be and casting away victimization. Corruption will cease, never decrease. From the whole nation, our country will be not just a society, but a just